we made the announcements already in March that we are looking at this church to be sold, right?
And 2 weeks ago, it was announced that 60 days we were out of here. That was a surprise. I have not been coming. I've been home taking care of my wife because she's not able to get around. And basically, I have not been in that good a health either. For about the last 3 weeks, I've been fighting just keeping my voice. When I heard it, I almost fell off the chair. And I heard it from Sister Sakari, who was here, and, she said that nobody spoke up that night. I can understand why they didn't speak up.
You heard me say that comment at the beginning.
If you went in and told your wife, I sold the house, we're packing up, we're leaving in 60 days, what would your wife say?
Divorce.
Besides that, she would be in shock. What, you didn't discuss this with me first? You didn't let me know?
This was even
really
in the background, even on your mind?
No, but listen,
kind of a shock
I had no idea about it either before. Believe me, I can only tell you at this point.
You discussed it 3 years ago. So
oh my gosh, come on, please give me now a break. Yeah. Okay, 3 years ago we discussed this, but we didn't sell it. It was sold 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Right, but it was in the process of seeing whether it would be feasible to hold on to the property or not.
It was not discussed for 3 years in the feasibility. The first thing came up for it, okay? 3 years ago. But in reality, it only came into being last March, all right?
Okay.
That's when we...
Well, I asked Priest Holcomb right here in this church, I don't know, it was after March. I think it was probably in April, late March or April, if there was any truth to the fact that, the church was going to be moved, was going to be sold, whatever. He said, I don't have a clue. I hadn't heard nothing about it. Well, now, if he had knowledge of it, even 3 years ago, or 2 years ago, that something was in the works, somebody came down here and looked at it. They gave some kind of an information thing. Somebody had to have knowledge of something. Now, I'm kind of left in the dark as to what's going on.
We are the members here. Everybody is the member. Just because Richard and I have not been coming on a regular basis doesn't take away from the fact that all of these people do come on a regular basis. And to just jerk it out from underneath someone, is the church so poor that they need money so bad that they can jerk a congregation out from under somebody?
That's not the point. The point was this process started in March. I can't tell you when this was sold, it was sold with a 90 or 60-day clause in it that we have to, sooner or later, you have to get out. So that's not something that I am control over.
Well, even when the church went to contract, apparently it wasn't discussed with the membership, because if the membership had raised enough fuss, it's possible that the contract could have been negated with a penalty, but still negated.
Okay, could be the case. I have no idea. I wasn't involved in the discussion of the contract, Virginia. I didn't sign on it, and I didn't represent the New.
Well, I'm just saying, even when it went to contract, the congregation, the other members, should have been told that this was in the works, and it wasn't.
Are the churches that are being renovated worth the investment?
Well, let's put it that way. Some of them, yes, because they are in strategic locations too, where they are.
And Pensacola is not a strategic location.
But it's no money oriented, right?
It wasn't that, Virginia. It was just the fact that the money for refurbishing it was not worth it to invest into it.
Well, if there is going to be another church built, the land is already purchased and paid for. There is no taxation.
Is this the right location?
Is it?
It might be, it might not be.
It's in the middle of Panama City and Slidell.
It might be for some of you, but not for all.
Then why not start a mission someplace else?
It is for a lot of us.
Dear Apostle, I came here from a faraway country. Not straight here. No. When you ask the right location, I'm sorry. No, sorry. Did I talk over you?
Go right ahead.
Okay. I'm from a faraway land. I've worked. I'm fighting for my soul salvation.
Yeah.
I'm not as fortunate as the rest of you. I have to work very hard in it. chose to be close. I prayed. Making that move from California was not easy. I dragged my heels, asked my better half or whatever. I did not wish to come. But I prayed that I will be close to God's feet, to a church. It did. I'm working at a place that I wish to mention, but all of you are guilty of shopping there. But anyway, I can walk there.
Yeah.
I filled out an application at a further Walmart, far away. He placed me. There's some couple of people that are away. I work until I get home midnight. I am ready. I bring my clothing, and I'm right in church that next
I
day.
know that.
And I stay the day because now I have to work.
That's a long day.
And I do this. That's my sacrifice. I will never sacrifice. I couldn't come close to Jesus. I've traveled for 17 years, 45 miles from my house.
Yeah.
I wanted it close. I wanted to be close, and I chose to be. So no, the right location for Gillian is this. This is the correct.
Okay.
And for 25,
But you have to. But you have to be honest with you. The church is not just you or me. The church are more than that too. And so when I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying, is this the right location? And my proposal is, we need to go on into the future, not to rehash here something that is already gone, and that's the church building. I understand your point very well, but it doesn't bring it back to this point.
No.
this is gone.
But
It's
let me
out
ask you
tomorrow.
this
But
question.
let us go to step 2 and 3.
Okay.
No?
We're on to step 2. What is going to happen here in Pensacola? Are we going to have a place to go
Without travel.
without travel,
Let us come
without a great expense?
Let us come to step 2. I wanted to just give you the background where we are at the moment with where we are, how we got here. The church is sold. Let us go to step 2. Now, there's so many rumors flying around that it's decided that we're going to move this thing to, what is it?
Alabama.
Baldwin County, Alabama. I haven't signed on anything. I haven't agreed on anything. And there's usually no signature on the assignment unless we know about it in the apostolic circle. I understand everybody that is in here and the concerns they have. But it's not just Pensacola at this point. It is also that we have members in Alabama, and they are also part of this congregation, just like Pensacola is too. And we must take that all, fairness-wise, into consideration where we would have a location or locations. Or locations. I've never spoken about one location. I said, let us look what makes sense for the congregation in Pensacola and what to do. And here's my proposal in this regard. Right here, and I know that, that is quite a distance. I know that too. I traveled it many times. I traveled with them coming over here. I also know what that means for all of these members coming over here all the time. Nobody can just wipe that away. That is also a tremendous distance which they travel. And we must keep that on the road too. I also understand if we would go to Mobile or to Baldwin County or wherever that is a tremendous distance for you. You have 50 members. When I look at the details of it, there are roughly 25 members outside Pensacola that come. There are 25